and welcome to a new episode of Out and About in Bahrain. Get ready for some fun and interesting information. Stands here as a symbol for the advancement of democracy in the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's a turning point in its history and it signifies diversity, respect for others and unity. The names of 220,000 citizens who voted for the National Action Charter on the 14th of February 2001, which means the approval rate was 98.4%. Visitors are received on a daily basis, and usually the visit starts with viewing the outer walls of the edifice. Afterwards, they come here inside, take a tour which tells them the story of Bahrain's past, present and future. The structure, located on 72,418 square meters plot, also includes 2,200-meter main exhibition space, a 65-meter sundial, a 2,000 seats amphitheater, and also includes conference rooms, laser towers, bronze fountains, and gardens, sprawling gardens with various art installments. We just stopped now at the Royal Camel Farm, which gives you a unique insight about a very important aspect of the Bahraini culture. It also preserves the native species of the Arabian Peninsula. The farm is now home for hundreds of camels of different sizes and ages, and the visitors can get the opportunity to get up close with the camels and even feed them. Now let's take a look at the baby camels. They're all less than 1 year old. It's a place that merges more than 5,000 years of Bahrain's history. The magnificent National Museum brings the story of Bahrain back to life in the halls of graves, dolmen, tilus, and manuscripts. Before we start, I would like to show you something right here under my feet. This is the map of Bahrain, which can give you a very good idea about how Bahrain looks like, and it's very detailed to the extent that you can see roads, roundabouts, buildings, houses, and even cars and trees. Listed on the tentative list of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and they are the most extensive and most apparent evidence of the early dolmen culture. We just arrived here at Rashid Equestrain and Horseracing Club, bringing to the forefront the best horses and trainers and giving the opportunity to racing enthusiasts to participate in one of the best international racing events in the region. And now that's a very exciting moment. As you see, those horses are getting ready for the race after being weighed in the room inside.
Incredibly excited by this place, by the passion, by the commitment, by the ambition.
Living miracle in the heart of the desert, standing here, strong for more than 400 years, despite the scarcity of any source of water. And that's exactly why they call it the Tree of Life. It's uncertain how this tree survives. Bahrain has little or no rain throughout the year, so there are some theories about it. The tree is a tourist attraction and is visited by almost 65,000 people every year. It's 2 kilometers away from Jabal Dukhan, the highest point in Bahrain, and 40 kilometers away from Manam. Don't underestimate this tree. In 2009, it was nominated to be on the new 7 Wonders of Nature list. It even made it to Hollywood when it was mentioned in the 1991 film LA Story, when Steve Martin called it one of the most mystical places on Earth. are we stopping now? We are in Aljasra village, particularly now in front of Aljasra House, one of the traditional houses, actually a unique one built in 1907. Let's take a look. Aljasra House is a fine example of traditional Bahraini architecture, characterized here by external simplicity. The Jasra House was constructed using local building materials such as coral stone supported by palm tree trunks. What makes this house very famous is that it's the birthplace of His Highness the late Emir, Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa. And now you will notice the difference of the location. The men's room was by the entrance, and the women's room is right in the middle of the house. Let's take a look at it. We just stopped now at the textile factory, which revives a very important traditional craft that is deeply rooted in Bahrain's history, and that craft is weaving. The weaving tool itself was always constructed locally under the supervision of the weaver himself. And here, right here inside, we have Haji Saleh, one of the local weavers in action. The factory is very well designed, but have you noticed that the design is strongly influenced by palm trees? The facade and the ceiling are made of arish, which is the material made of palm tree leaves knitted together in a very nice way. You can find products like this one, very beautiful, authentic and colorful by local weavers. You can relax a bit and have a cup of coffee, have dinner, and of course, you can have shopping. There's something special about this mall, I'll tell you while we walk. The indoor design is so beautiful, but the outdoors is also amazing. And what's unique about it is that you can enjoy a cup of coffee while viewing the beautiful skyline of Manama. And now we arrived at one of our tourists' favorite spots where they can express their love for Bahrain. When you visit the avenues, make sure you take the boat tour. It's a great experience. Bahar, where are we now?
Actually, we arrived to Equestrain.
That was such a blast, such an amazing experience. And to me, like viewing this cut track or viewing just a wreck underwater, that's something new. I haven't seen this before. Maybe I've seen corals, but this is new and it's really, really cool. We have now arrived at a very special stop. I'll give you a hint. Get ready to travel back in time. The fort has been built atop a 17.5 hectare artificial hill that has been built while enduring 4,000 years and more of occupation. It's also the former capital of Dilmun and one of the most prolific archaeological sites in the Arabian Gulf.